Raptors like Dromaeosaurus have fairly complex brains for a dinosaur. What makes them such efficient killers is that they have the ability to react to a situation in relatively short order. Launching a simultaneous attack is a very effective maneuver when attacking something as big as Edmontosaurus.
The Edmontosaurus skin was up to 3 inches thick and was covered with small, round, armor-like calluses.
Because the duckbill's hide is so thick, the raptors are unable to score a decisive blow. But in their case, quantity is just as effective as quality. If they can continue to inflict enough small wounds, the loss of blood will have the same effect as one major injury. This slash and dash approach works well for the raptors, and it keeps them out of harm's way.
Smarter, faster, and better armed, the raptor pack continues to launch an endless barrage of attacks. But they have no idea that they've attracted attention. The monster of the prehistoric world is about to hit the scene. A 3-way battle is about to erupt. A single male duckbill, unaware of his surroundings, has walked directly into the den of a pack of raptors. The raptor's assault would often be led by an alpha female. The rest of the pack would mimic how and where she attacked. With larger prey, the strategy would be to surround the victim and overwhelm it.
There's just no way he can continue to fight these smaller but faster adversaries. If he can make it out of the forest and into the open, he'll have the advantage. There, he'll have the room to swing that massive tail. One hit on that tail on those lightly built raptors will turn them to mush.
Raptors were typically cautious creatures, but once they tasted blood in a fight, they were overcome by adrenaline. Almost nothing could make them break off the attack. Their brains focused on only one thing: finishing their prey. This would send them into a fighting frenzy.
These raptors know every inch of the terrain. They have a particular spot where they're going to try to drive the duckbill towards. If they can drive him into it, he'll never see the light of day again.
Tail of the Edmontosaurus, typically used to balance its massive frame, was reinforced by a series of interconnecting rods that made it stiff but strong, making it a potent weapon that could be swung like the arm of a crane. The T-Rex was able to sense vibrations through the pads in its feet, allowing it to track large herbivores.
Tyrannosaurus Rex is capable of picking up vibrations through the pads of its feet. The sound waves created by the battle are transmitted through the ground into the feet, up the skeleton, and then into the inner ear. So T-Rex is able to feel the battle through his feet. Every time the Edmontosaurus stomps its foot, it creates a ground tremor, and the Rex uses those tremors to zero in on the target.
Edmontosaurus's tail was attached to powerful muscles, enabling it to swing with surprising speed. Raptors used a variety of psychological tricks when fighting. This included rushing at the victim's face to confuse it. It was also able to mimic noises, perhaps even echoing the sounds of its prey.
Although these cuts to the throat are not deep, the alpha continues to attack the same spot over and over again. These raptors have succeeded in driving this 4-ton meal right onto their dinner plate.
T-Rex had a superior sense of smell, more powerful even than today's dogs. It could have picked up the scent of blood from miles away. This would immediately send it running.
Predators are opportunistic, and the bigger they are, the more opportunities they have. Unfortunately for the raptors, their battle has attracted the attention of the biggest opportunist in North America, and they don't call him the king for nothing.
Raptors would never fight a T-Rex.
These raptors are just outgunned. There is no way they're going to stay and fight. Heck, they won't even stay and challenge this monster. They'll do what small predators have always had to do when someone bigger takes their food. They just have to wait their turn and hope he leaves some scraps.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex had massive jaws. Able to open almost 5 feet wide, it could clamp down around the tail of even the largest herbivores. The T-Rex neck was the width of a grown man's waist and incredibly strong. It could act like a massive steam shovel in picking up prey that weighed over 5 tons. While it didn't fear other predators, it would still drag its prey back to its own territory like a lion would to avoid a potential fight.
Although that tail has meat on it, the most sought-after parts of the carcass lie between the neck and the hips, and that's the part that Tyrannosaurus Rex carries off. These raptors have put in way too much energy to just walk away from this meal. Their role has now changed from hunter to scavenger. It's a survival mechanism that all predators share. Pride is not a dinosaur trait. Living to fight another day is.
Raptors were fearless fighters. They did not fear any other dinosaur in the world, except the T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus was simply king of the world. Even a pack of raptors was no match for this nightmarish monster, who was the most ferocious predator of all time.